Palma in northern Mozambique has been targeted by Islamist militants over the last few days. As we know, many South Africans were affected. Residents of the fishing town in Cabo Delgado province have been forced to flee for their lives. Sporadic clashes broke out there on Tuesday, resulting in thousands of residents hiding around the besieged town as they scrambled to escape from jihadist militants. Insurgents affiliated to the Islamic State group launched a raid to overrun the coastal town, ransacking buildings and beheading civilians. Dozens have been killed in what witnesses describe as a coordinated attack. So lots to talk about with Bloomberg journalist and researcher at the Center for Public Integrity, Borges Nyamire, who has more on this story. Borges, very good morning to you. We believe that some people are still missing. What are you hearing about the town, the area that's been attacked, and the status of those possibly who still need to be evacuated?
Good morning. That's true that a lot of people are still missing. So we must understand that Palma is the northmost district of Mozambique, and there is no easy link through the road. So the best way to leave Palma is by air or by sea. So thousands of people who fled the attack in Palma, they're still now stuck in the bush, some walking more 200 kilometers to find a safer place. Yesterday came the first clear information by United Nations showing the roads of escape, we can call that, of people trying to leave Palma. So there are thousands of people walking more than 200 kilometers toward Moeda, which is the safest place in the region. Other people are being evacuated by sea, but this is not the boats. They are not taking a lot of people. So many people are still now missing, but it's believed that they are in forests hiding and looking to a safer place.
I mean, you can't even imagine how petrifying and the fear that they must be experiencing. What are you hearing about the rescue operations and who all is being involved here in trying to end this? And what sort of numbers are we talking about when it comes to the attackers?
Yes, well, first about the number. Town was 60,000 inhabitants, but in the recent days, because of the attack in the surrounding villages, there were a lot of people, IDPs, seeking for refuge in Palma, because this was the little bit safer place. So then the total numbers now of people who were in Palma during the attack is not, we don't know, but it's more than 60,000 people. And now the people who have been rescued so far are very few. And also must understand that Mozambique is not that organized country. We have no military people helping people, rescuing people there. And some of people did flee to Tanzania, which is just 40 kilometers north from Palma. Other people have been rescued by the private military company that is helping the government to fight the insurgents there. So there is still lack of information. Most recent information to say is that the government tried to fly yesterday to Palma with some Mozambican and Portuguese journalists. So once they landed in Palma, they have been ambushed and had to leave Palma immediately. So the situation now is still tense. People who have been attacked and witnessed people being killed now are traumatized in bush. So the situation is still dramatic for the majority of people who have been attacked and witnessed the attack.
So nowhere near over. And Borges, I mean, what concerns me about this sort of situation, obviously the violence is shocking, but the fact that these parts of Mozambique, and we see it in other countries as well, are fertile ground for these type of insurgents. I mean, there's grinding poverty there, there's lack of hope. It's quite easy to swoop up militants as and when needed.
Yes, this is a very complex situation. The insurgents might be fueled by unemployment, also by the large number of youth doing nothing, frustrated with poor governance and corruption. But also the religion is playing an important role there. But most important above all, those people are just the militants, are cross-border militants between Mozambique and Tanzania. They are not only located in Mozambique, so it makes it easy for them to cross border to Tanzania when it comes to attack. Also, I think you have already reported the Islamic State did release the video and the footage and the pictures claiming the attack in northern Mozambique. So we can no longer deny that this is an Islamic State attack in Cabo Delgado. But, well, going directly to your question, I think the region must find a way to address this attack not in Palma, but in Cabo Delgado, and understand that this can be extended to other countries in the region. Not only Tanzania that has already suffered attacks, but even other countries located far from Cabo Delgado, they can be targeted. Now that we see the regional government and going to South Africa specifically have been engaged trying to rescue its citizens in Mozambique and condemning the attack. So it puts South Africa in a position that can be seen as a target as well.
All right. Borges, Nyamira, very good to talk to you. Thank you.